say Ugo Amadi? Did I get it right?
What, my first name? Yeah. It's Ugo Amadi. Easy. It just takes time. You ain't gonna learn it overnight. It takes time.
What's the name again?
Ugo Chukwu.
What does it mean?
A precious gift from God.
Does anybody call you by your full name?
Nah, you gonna butcher it, so I just go by Ugo.
No family or anything?
Nah, that's my mom's mad at me. She, you know what I'm saying? She say my whole name. Cause my son has the same name too, and I just call him by Ugo. I don't want to do it to him right now. You know what I'm saying?
Junior?
Yeah, he's junior. Yeah. Thank you.
How old?
2 years old.
That's what you know you're from.
Yeah, that's when I know I'm a trouble. Yeah,
Throw
definitely.
the middle name.
Nah, just the first name, and with some bass too.
How's it going out here? You got a competition going on. How you feel about it?
I feel good about it. It's a blessing just to be out here. You know, that's the most important thing, and just getting better. You know, iron sharpens iron out here, and I'm just taking it all in. You know, just being blessed overall.
Well, it seems like they're working you at safety and at nickel. How much more is on your plate with the versatility being asked?
I don't think there's a lot on my plate just because I've gained a ton of experience, you know, not just by playing, just by, you know, watching film and all that stuff. So I feel like I'm really adjusted to a lot of things, and now I'm just playing and reacting now.
What do you thought about having Shed as a coach?
Oh, that's cool. I love Shed, bro. I love Shed. I was his rookie, you know, so it's cool, you know, having like a player, a former player being my coach, and you know, he played how I played not too long ago, so you know, it's really cool having him out there with us.
Helped with like specific details of DB play that are like specific to Seattle since he played there so long?
I was talking to him today, you know, about reading the run pass keys, and he was just explaining that to me during walkthrough today, you know. And he, you know, he's been playing for a long time. He played with the LOB, so you know, he knows what it's all about.
He was saying the other day, just kind of how much farther along you seem to be this year, just the way you're playing. What do you feel like you're doing better?
I feel like I'm taking my off-season serious. I feel like off-season is really huge for any athlete. It's what you do in your spare time. You know, if you practice on certain skill set, you'll eventually master it. You know, and I feel like I just made the use of my off-season, not just physical abilities, but mentally as well, because the game is highly mental. Yeah, I was down in Nashville.
Where does that focus show up now? The focus from the offseason? Is it noticing 30 plays in practice you're feeling better? Is it reading stuff a different way? Where is it manifesting?
It shows as soon as I step on the field, you know, as soon as I see a formation, I already have a feeling of what's coming, you know, and my body automatically just puts me in position. So now I don't really have to think much. Now it's all about feel now.
For us, we see Jamal Adams out here not practicing. What are we not seeing about what he's doing behind the scenes that you're seeing?
He's still the same all, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's really changed, you know. Everything's up, spirits up, not only just for him, just everybody around him as well.
Preseason games, especially for these young guys, how big is special teams play? I mean, you've been that, you know, rookie, second-year guy, you've made a lot of big plays, special teams. You can't always do everything in practice, so how big are these special teams?
Special team is huge. When I went to talk to the guys at Oregon, I was telling them, like, man, that's the way you make a team. You know, if you're not an early draft pick, or if you're not drafted at all, man, special teams is where you can make your money. There's a lot of guys in the league right now who just only are on the team only for special teams. So that's where you can make some good money, you know, playing special. There's nothing wrong with it either, you know. You only get one play to show what you can do, and that's really a blessing right there. You can do something with just one play, and everybody else need like what 5-7 plays to drive, you know. So it's really key, you know, making a team.
How much did you play special teams in college?
I played a lot of special teams. As soon as I got out there, I was on special teams.
So it was like nothing, no big deal jumping into it here with you.
Oh no, it wasn't. I was just already accustomed to it.
Ugo, you talked about recognizing the play. How much does patience play into that now as you get older by not over-anticipating the play but just waiting for it?
Patience is huge, man. Especially when you come in as a rookie, your mind is just already thinking about a million things, man. And, you know, patience comes with experience as well. So I've kind of, you know, it took time for me to become patient, to be able to see things, to be able to react to things a certain way.
When you got to Oregon, had you met anybody there, or you just pulled up sight unseen?
Yeah, I just pulled up sight unseen. The first guy I met when I got to Oregon on campus was DeForest Buckner. So yeah, like I didn't even know I didn't even know where Oregon was on the map. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't even know where Oregon was. I was on the flight with my mom. I was like, man, are we there yet? Because we had to fly from Tennessee to Utah, then to Oregon. So, yeah, it was a long trip for me.
Was that weird showing up, not having taken a visit or anything, or met any of the guys?
Yeah, it was weird. It definitely was weird. I had to get to know who the rivals were. You know, I was in the SEC town, so I went out to Pac-12, man. I had so I'm in a dangerous territory right now, even where I'm speaking at. So, you know.
Who they explain was the rival when we got there?
Washington State, Oregon State, and UW. They said UW was definitely gonna be a big game every time.
Were there SEC schools or other schools around that area that were recruiting you?
Yeah, Ole Miss, LSU, Kentucky. I'm trying to think. Yeah, pretty much like most of the SEC schools. Yeah.
Why Oregon?
Oregon was. We got time. Yeah, we got time. All right. I was committed to Ole Miss coming out of high school, and I decommitted. I'm gonna give y'all a little sweet story. I decommitted, and after I decommitted, Les Miles and John Chavis came to my high school to offer me a scholarship at LSU, and then I ended up committing to LSU when they had their bowl game in Tennessee, in the Music City Bowl against, I think they played Auburn or Notre Dame. Notre Dame. I think they played Notre Dame in that bowl game, and then when I committed, the D corner ended up leaving, and after that, I was really just stuck because I didn't. Back then, they would just clean the whole house. What up, Nep? They clean the whole house and everything. So, so I was really just stuck. You know, like I didn't know where to go. And my trainer reached out. He was trying to reach out to Jim Harbaugh's assistant when he was at Michigan, and he texted the guy like, "Hey, I got this 4-star DB into your program. Like, you willing to give him an offer or a visit?" He gets a response back from that text message. He was like, "Hey, this is not so and so, but I need DBs bad in this class." So that message went to Oregon and not to Michigan. So that's how I ended up at Oregon.
You say the text went to, how did it accidentally go to the wrong school?
I don't know. I guess at this time, I didn't send the text. I wasn't me. That my trainer did it. So I never asked him to this day, like, how did you accidentally text the wrong person? I never asked him that.
Did he know anyone? Apparently he knew someone in Oregon being his phone, right?
Yeah, he knew the DB coach at Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah.
His name must have been similar or close to
Something crazy like that. I was just blessed. I ain't asked no more questions after that. Like, get me in.
I know you saw the Rivals tape with you and
Yeah.
DK. What do you remember about that camp?
That camp was hot. I remember we drove from Nashville to Huntsville, Alabama, and I was a DB MVP at that camp. I don't think nobody really talked about that. And I had a little honey badger mohawk. I went against DK. I went against some other guys too. There were some other top receivers there too, and some top DBs there too. But I remember talking to DK after that camp too. So yeah, it was a fun little experience for us. And we was both skinny. We had a little bit of bag of bones on us.
Were you convinced Ole Miss at the time?
I think I was going to commit then. I was going to commit to Ole Miss. I was already set on Ole Miss. I can't remember. I don't think he was committed to Ole Miss. I don't remember.
He said he was trying to recruit you to Ole Miss.
Well, I guess it's a blessing, though. I guess it's a blessing. We can really think about what if we both played at Ole Miss together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He also asked us to ask you how the one-on-ones went.
We only had that one clip with each other. That was the only time we went against each other. We only went against each other that one time. But yeah, if we went more, you would have saw more clips. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Going back, you said you talked to Oregon.
Yeah.
You want to expand on that, and like, did you talk to the team? And...
When I talked to Oregon, as in
Yeah, you're going back. You said you talked about special teams.
Okay, yeah. Going back to me playing special teams at Oregon, yeah. I just put on tape that I could really run, and they went based off my highlight tape in high school. I did a lot of special teams. I did punt return, kick return. So when I came out there my freshman year, I was an early enrollee. So I was doing punt return and kick return when I came out there, just like this, my rookie year, preseason, punt return, kick return. So yeah.
You still want to do some returning, or?
I'm gonna talk to Izzo, see how that's gonna shake up. But we got some dogs, man. We got Freddie, we got DJ. You know what I'm saying? We got some guys who can run with their head cut off out there.
What do you think the biggest difference is between last year's offense these guys are running and now this year's offense?
Man, this year's offense is it's complex. You know, you have to be really focused. If you're not, guys are going to be running past your face. You know, and you can't really anticipate what's going to happen. Russ is getting the ball out fast. Tight ends are getting open. DK's getting open. Even DK, like all these guys are really getting open. And it's like stuff is just hitting you quick. You know, they're getting to the ball real quick. It's not silent counts, all that stuff.
Why can't you anticipate it as well?
It's the way they're designed. They play with their splits. You know, some splits can be a toss, some splits can be a jet sweep, and it may not be neither one of them. So you just got to play it honest.
Yes, sorry, Chris. What are your early impressions of Tre Brown?
Oh, that boy is really explosive, man. That boy is he's confident. He's very, very explosive, and that's what you want out of a DB.
What's it like seeing 5'9" DBs like DJ Reed and Tre play on the outside in the NFL?
Hey, little dogs got heart. That's all it is, man. We got that courage, man, and we're just trying to break that mold. You know what I'm saying? Like the little dudes can do just anything the big dudes can do.
Ugo, looking back at last year, you guys were able to flip this switch pretty heavily in the second half of the year and make strides defensively. How do you keep that going? What do you have to kind of reharness to keep that level of play up this year with the group that you have?
To keep that level of play up, you know, it starts in practice, self-talk as well. You know, some days, you know, one of your teammates may be feeling down, you might have to cover for them. You know, so you know it's going to be taking huge teamwork, and we just all got to be in it together each week because, and this conference win, every game is a challenge. You know, so you got to bring it each week.
What have you noticed about Tre Flowers?
Tre Flowers is another confident guy. He's very lanky, and he's always good at just getting the ball out. Like that's one of the things is not too many DBs can just get the ball out. You know, Maul can sack, Tre can always get that ball out. He's been putting on tape since he's been here.
Does he seem like he's got a different mentality this year?
Oh yeah, he's hungry. He's definitely hungry. I feel like not just him, everybody's hungry. Everybody wants a piece of the pie, you know.
Anything else, guys?
Beautiful guys, dynamite.
Thanks.